Ooh, let's talk about console of the year.
Right. What's your game of the year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess
yeah.
What is it?
Fallout.
Why?
Yeah, it's huge. Absolutely huge. I mean, you can sink, like you said, hours and hours and hours and still play it.
Binding so I can put it in there. It wasn't falling along. Right?
Well, okay. Console of the year.
I've
The
personally...
Ouya.
Nailed it.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Or the Steam box.
Then worse than a GameCube.
I can't stand that controller, though.
What?
The Steam box controller.
The pads?
Yeah, the pads are just...
Or you can use an Xbox controller.
I don't know.
Xbox One or PS4 controller.
Yeah.
Has anybody done the Shield yet?
The what?
Played the NVIDIA Shield?
Oh, yeah. I messed
Curious
around
about
with it.
that. Is
My
it pretty
friend
good?
had it.
Yeah?
It's okay. If you have an NVIDIA, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you can have it streamed to your thing. So if you want to play your PC games, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you have the NVIDIA Shield. It's a handheld. You can have it stream if it's on the same Wi-Fi to your thing. So like if I wanted to play Witcher 3, I can have it, kind of like how PlayStation 4 does it with the Vita.
Except better.
Yeah. I mean, there's still lag. So like shooters, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because
Like
you need the
multiplayer
aim.
wise.
Yeah. But I could play Witcher 3. It would be slow responsive, but quality wise, maybe 720p and stuff like that too. But
On a screen that size, like,
yeah,
you'd be fine.
You'd be fine. But I could literally like lay in bed and play if I wanted to anywhere in the house. So the Video Shield's actually pretty cool if you have the Video products with it and know how to sync it up and use it. It's pretty sweet. Oh yeah, and also like Witcher 3 plays better on a controller anyway. It's not a
Mouse and keyboard.
mouse and keyboard, so that's fine too. Games that play better mouse and keyboard, you're gonna have a problem with the video because it's console. But console of the year. Let's think of things that both consoles did well enough, and then we can kind of do our basis. We'll start with PlayStation. They brought back a lot of exclusives that people wanted.
Yeah.
They did mention that they were planning on
Not a lot of first party titles.
not a lot of first party titles. They get a lot of timed exclusives, so they got discounts. They got Destiny stuff that counts. No, it's a legitimate thing to say. Nope, I'm not drinking that because it's a legitimate thing. So they got timed exclusives. So they got stuff.
He just wants
Destiny.
everyone to be drunk.
I know he does. They got Destiny exclusives. They got Battlefront exclusives.
They got...
What Battlefront exclusive did they get? They didn't. They got a console.
I swear they got an exclusive.
No exclusives. Just the Darth Vader console.
Yeah, no, they didn't get any exclusives.
You sure about that? I swear they got a map or
Nope.
something.
No.
They got Call of Duty exclusives.
Well, yeah.
They got the maps earlier now too. Any exclusive stuff. I mean, obviously that's
But
gonna be
can you
extra.
really count that though? Because that's just Microsoft saying we just don't want to pay to have the exclusives this year.
Technically, though, it's
Yeah.
Call of Duty wanted to go to PlayStation 4 as well.
But if we if we say that, that's only with this new one. For the rest of this year though, it's all been on Xbox.
Maybe.
Advanced Warfare.
Well, no, like, well, I'm just saying, like, I guess. I mean, you could argue that it's not going to be until next year. That doesn't count for this year.
Yeah,
Then.
so I would count it for like
But still a big win, though.
preemptively for next year.
But still a big win, though. But the problem is, though, because of that, you're buying. If you had both consoles, you're going to buy it on your PS4 over your Xbox One. Right now.
yeah.
And then, yeah, you're getting products later. But if you had if you have both consoles, your parents are like, you can only get it once. What console are you going to get it on? You're going to pick your PS4.
Right, if you're going to get the early access stuff on the PS4, why wouldn't you choose all the PS4 games that are going to give you that?
Yeah. So there's that. Bloodborne is one of the best horror games of the
Is
year.
it really a horror though?
Yes.
And
It's
not
horrific.
And not a
Yeah.
hack and slash
It's a
thriller?
hack and slash. No, it's a hack and slash horror. There's a lot of terrifying stuff like that. It's very dark and gloomy. Super stuff. You deal with a lot of death stuff. It's pretty scary.
I would say a thriller over horror.
Just because it's not like a jump
I
scare
don't,
horror
I don't,
game.
I don't
It's
know
still
if
horror.
I'd call it a thriller, though, because a thriller implies that you're excited and you're waiting for what's coming at you. You're
Anticipation.
excited to get kind of freaked.
It's
horror is like something you just run up and you're like, holy shit.
There's that.
But when I think of horror, I think of Amnesia, Outcast.
You're thinking
That's what it was.
Outlast.
Outlast.
But you're
Or
thinking of jump
PT.
scare. You're
Or
thinking of jump
PT.
scares. But technically, horror films, there's gore porn. If you really go, I mean, if you think about Saw 2, 3, and 4, Saw 1 was great and terrifying. Saw 2, 3, and 4 is pure gore. You weren't scared. You were just nervous about watching someone's head get bashed in all this blood. necessarily horrifying.
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, like, you're seeing
The horror
creatures...
is knowing what's going to happen and having to play the game knowing that that is what's happening.
And these monsters are extremely terrifying when you fight them.
Is Saw horror?
The original Saw was most definitely horror.
Hand me that book.
All the Saws are horrors.
All the Saws are horrors, but the first one didn't.
They're horror films. Trust me, they are horror films. They're categorized as horror films. I know horror films. They're categorized as horror films.
But it's horror gore porn.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I'm not... When I bought... Not when I bought, so when I rented to watch Saw 2 and 3, I was not expecting to be scared. I was expecting to be nervous. I was expecting...
God, oh.
And that's what you get out of Bloodborne. Some parts are terrifying, but there's a lot of gruesome creatures in there. It's really dark. You're dealing with death, and they can be very... what's the word I'm looking for? Just the way you feel when you watch those gore porns, right? You just... That queasiness you get that out of Bloodborne. There's creatures in there just absolutely gross and disgusting or terrifying. There's a guy that tries to beat you with a sack of heads. I mean, I don't know how that's a thriller. It's more of a horror. And he'll kick you too, like fucking try to drop kick you. Does a shit ton of damage when he drops kick you too. It's pretty freaking hilarious. But yes, I would argue it's a horror film. Horror game. So Bloodborne they had, which is probably one of the best exclusives that is not coming to any other console.
Right.
Whereas Tomb Raider is going to come to PS4 early. So yeah, it's like, I think like summertime? 6 months, isn't it? 6 months exclusive.
Maybe.
So, they'll be here earlier. Overall stuff, they didn't, their UI is still the same. Nothing.
They got Project Cars.
Yeah. Did they get exclusive Disney Infinity exclusive things? No.
Yes, they got Boba Fett early.
That's what they did. Okay, so they get some of that stuff.
But that's only if you buy the pack. If you buy Boba Fett separately, he works in the game.
And they also had a lot of indie exclusives as well.
Well, so does Microsoft, though.
Right, but the question is which ones...
See, I feel like it's really hard, though, to even look at the indie exclusives, because the indies in themselves, you really want to think about them, are so exclusive as they are. I mean, it's kind of like, you got picked up by Microsoft, and they don't really care. They're not like... we'll do a bidding war. Let's see who wants me more, PS4 or PlayStation.
This is pretty
Sony,
much
Microsoft.
Which code do I know how to work with, and which console can I put it on?
Right. Well, the problem is, a lot of those indie games I can get on PC as well.
Right, and they're
so
not
they get
exclusives. Like Rocket League, we're getting Rocket League in a little bit.
Xbox One's getting a Rocket League.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So,
nothing really new product-wise with Sony this year.
No.
With their consoles, nothing new accessory-wise. I can think off the top of my head.
They got color changes for the
finally
controllers.
doing what's it called?
Did they get more colors?
Yeah, because they released red.
Like the shell or the actual LED lighting?
The controller.
Okay.
Red controller.
They've had red before on the PS3.
Yeah, but now it's on PlayStation.
Yeah, okay.
It was when Gears of War Remaster came out.
They have had a lot of console exclusive stuff this year. The Darth Vader one, the Destiny one,
right?
The Call of Duty one. There's a couple others, but those are your big ones off the top of my head. Microsoft, all I can think of where the decal is just Halo.
Halo, Fallout.
Was there Fallout, an actual Fallout console?
It was. Forza. It was like an exclusive console that only certain people got, but they did it.
They had a Forza.
Yeah, but you couldn't buy it. You can't buy it.
Yeah, there was a Forza Xbox.
All blue.
Yeah,
and there's anime car noises.
That's sick. I think, and then so there's that. I feel like Microsoft's decaling was a lot better versus the PlayStation decaling. But that's personal preference. But again, like when I thought of a Star Wars PS4, I think of like it looks like part of the Death Star.
I think of
ripped
more
out.
like back what they did for the Xbox.
Yeah, I think of the 360
R2D2 edition.
Yeah,
make it look like a stormtrooper helmet, and it makes blaster noises and shit when you turn it on and off.
Do you guys know? Because I've not been able to touch it. I've just seen what it looks like. Do you guys know if they make the Darth Vader one makes any different noises?
No.
Probably
okay.
Not.
It's basically a Darth Vader.
It's
skin.
just black
slapped
with
on.
like a very slight gray
Vader,
which
I think is.
Oh, they also got the Batman PlayStation 4.
They did.
Yeah.
What did the decal look like?
It was gray with the Batman silhouette. That was it.
That's cool though. That's Batman. Batman's subtle like that. I dig that.
It was the same color.
One of the weird editions that I think was kind of cool. The Taco Bell edition PS4.
The gold one?
The gold one.
I'm not all about gold, but I mean, it's
I'm not all about gold though. But it's not all gold. It's gold with black, and I thought it looked kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you still could. If
I would have won it, I wouldn't obviously say no. I would still take it.
The problem with Steam though is you can't buy it though.
Right.
That's a super exclusive. There's a lot of Xbox One exclusives that you can only
get. Because if that's the case, there was a separate Master Chief, there was a Tomb Raider, there was a Fallout 4, there was a Cuphead edition, there was an Elite console. There were all the other E3 games that all had their own consoles with them as well.
Yeah, so I think exclusive console-wise, and again, like, I have the Halo one, and I think the coloring on it, decaling, it's fantastic. It's one of the best consoles I've ever owned. And color-wise, makes different noise.
Microsoft just seemed to put more effort into it.
Yeah.
Like, they wanted to pay the extra money to get it to look and sound better. PlayStation is, it might be a different color with, like, what could be a skin just thrown on it.
Yeah.
But no extra noises. Nothing extra special. Xbox, you get that Master Chief one. It makes noises for every function.
Yeah.
And it's covered completely. It's not just on the top.
And then, then going to the Black Ops 3 one, I'm not really that impressed with it per se. The Advanced Warfare one for the Xbox was cooler looking. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to remember what the Black Ops exclusive console they had.
It had the number 3 on it and some symbols on the
front. No, for 4, but I mean for Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 for the Xbox 360. I'm trying to remember if they had an exclusive console for that one, because they've had Modern Warfare 3.
I don't think they did.
Cool. I don't think they did. I think did they have the original Black Ops exclusive console?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just the Modern Warfare 3 edition.
Right.
They skipped 2, then they went to Advanced Warfare.
Right, which is pretty cool. It was just cool looking.
I mean, I could be wrong.
I just like...
Even though Sony had more, I think Xbox did better.
I had an Xbox One and I traded it in. Got extra money to buy another Xbox. There's no reason for me to sell my PS4, scrape more money, and buy another PS4 with any of those decals. Except for the Darth Vader one, if you're that crazy Star Wars fan. But for me, like, personally...
You could spend $10
I could get that.
You could spend $10 and get a decal and it looks the exact same.
Very similar to that. I could probably get a better one.
A better looking decal, probably.
Yeah, one with color and it's your own design or something.
Yeah, I was not that very impressed with the stuff. Controller wise, like I said, the only thing Sony's done was add colors. Microsoft did that as well this year. Can't really say which one's better because colors at all preferences.
I'd be very curious to see if PlayStation follows Microsoft
with the Elite controller.
With an Elite style controller.
Right, so Microsoft's come out with the... Oh, hey, look, it's floating. Oh. Microsoft's come out with an Elite controller accessory for competitive shooters or people who enjoy...
mapping.
Yeah, weapon mapping stuff. Or even still, like, you can...
gotta show the back paddles. That's important.
It's got to focus. There we go.
Yeah. All right, that's that. And back paddles. The triggers are pretty cool. They're chrome-ish, too, and they're metal-ish. They feel
the triggers are aluminum, aren't they?
Something like that, yeah.
Right.
So colors have come out for both consoles, so get really thing out.
We'll get in.
Are they what felt metal?
Well, I think they're.
It's just the paddles. Paddles are.
I know the actual body of the controller's aluminum.
Yeah.
But we'll get into an actual video comparison with that and another controller. So watch out for that video.
So do you think predictions? Do you think Sony will follow that?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think they will either.
There's no reason for Sony to really.
No.
Shooters are best played on the Xbox.
But the problem is that the only reason why I'd say they might is because they have Call of Duty now.
But then again, if you're going to play Call of Duty competitively, you're going to play it on an Xbox over a PlayStation.
Sort of. Unless you're going to hardcore
a big question. It's the only reason why Call of Duty's been so big on the Xbox for so long is because Xbox has had all the exclusives.
Right, and
but like, even then, if you go to a tournament, what is everyone playing?
MLG is switching over to PS4.
Yeah.
It's because they get the maps out early and stuff like that, so they're going to PS4. MLG is. The $1 million... I don't know if they're doing the $1 million tournament. I don't know if they're doing that this year. Which won't be until May, we'll find out. Like a $1 million COD tournament, I haven't seen any advertisement for it at all. But accessories-wise, I can't think of anything else new on both besides the Elite controller. Nothing's changed controller-wise, too, on the PS4 physically.
Not even...
Except for the colors.
Digitally, no. They haven't made like any updates or changes.
No. Microsoft has added an Elite controller. They've added, with the white one, They've added padding, some grip on the back, and they've added
the
weapon mapping. Yeah, but Sony has that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Microsoft just...
They're catching up, yeah.
Finally decided
to go
to hey, everyone's really pissed that we tried to make this proprietary plug.
Technically, this sound is better.
But, it is far better.
But it's whatever.
It's better than that? Wireless.
Yeah. Or Dolby, or the cable on the backside,
the optical,
which I run off of.
It's beautiful.
But again, like Microsoft added not just not only button mapping for that, but button mapping for your original controller as well.
Yeah, you can change all your buttons.
So that's something Sony hasn't done yet. Accessory-wise, I can't think of anything else.
Accessory-wise...
There's no new camera for PS4 yet. And they kind of let go of the camera.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Kinect. Nothing really new on the Kinects. They've kind of...
I mean, they've been updating it. They've been making it better.
Yeah,
responsive.
And so there's that. Exclusive-wise, again, just going back to that. So indie-wise, so we touched on indie. Both really have individual indie games.
What about software-wise?
What do you mean with software?
That's such a broad topic.
Like...
You mean like just the actual games themselves?
Like the user interface.
What do you mean?
On console and PlayStation 4. Because I know PlayStation 4 hasn't changed.
But theirs was better, though. They didn't have to.
Right, and there's to say that that's something that's hot for debate just because
a lot
of the PlayStation players will say they're happy it's never changed.
Right.
Because they've never had to learn a new UI.
And they've never had issues with it.
I can't lie. I love the new UI on the Xbox now. It is considerably better than it used to be.
Yeah.
But it is fairly aggravating to have to learn a new UI every now and again.
And the problem, too, though, is...
It's just like switching your cell phone.
It's still,
if you switch from a Samsung to an Apple to an LG, trying to do those switches and figure out your UI is completely different. Like, that's my biggest reason why I haven't gotten a Windows phone. It's just because I don't think I would convert easily.
Well, you don't want a Windows phone.
I know, I don't want it.
Shut up, I love my Windows phone.
You want the new LGs.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. Because the new Samsungs, you can't put a micro SD in, and the batteries are sealed inside. And both sides are made of glass.
Anyways,
So if you drop it, you're fucked.
Software-wise, so just like game-wise, for me personally, I'm a huge Tomb Raider fan, so I'm automatically going to think that Microsoft's... Again, I like Black Ops 3, but I could still care less about getting content early enough to really care.
I'm not going to spend...
I don't actively play Call of Duty enough to be like, oh god, they're getting the content early.
With
other things.
Yeah, I wouldn't be one of those guys who has an Xbox just for the early content, and then Sony says, oh, now we're going to get it, and says, alright, trade it in, let's get a PlayStation, or just buy a PlayStation just for extra content. It's going to come out.
Sony's talked about new things coming out too. The biggest selling points for Sony is Final Fantasy VII, but that again is that coming on both consoles?
It's a timed, and it's not in a full game. It's episodic.
It's episodic. Final Fantasy VII is not going to be the full Final Fantasy VII game. It's just episodes.
You got to pay per episode.
Jeez. It's not a full game.
Nope, episodic.
You're joking.
It is a full game. It's just an episodic full game.
If it's an episodic full game, if it's episodic like that, that's automatically I don't give a shit. I think that's bullshit.
It's episodic.
I think that's horse shit.
Everything that I have read in the past week on all of my news feeds or anything has said it's episodic.
If that's true, that's also horse shit. Kingdom Hearts 3, people thought was going to be a Sony exclusive, is coming on both consoles as well.
And we're getting the older ones too.
Yeah.
Fully remastered on the Xbox One.
Remaster wise, I love the Uncharted series because it plays like Tomb Raider. It's what I wanted Tomb Raider to be, the modern ones, but they didn't do it until recently. But graphically wise, I would have to say, Drake's Uncharted was really good. But the thing, Gears of War held up so well for so long. So when they did a graphics update, which significantly changed a lot of it, it looks fantastic.
Yeah,
Gears of War
looks amazing.
Limited or the Gears of War Remake Edition, anniversary one, graphically is phenomenal. It is incredible, like how old that game is and how great it still plays. Uncharted still plays like it did before, and it's great looking. But graphically, I don't think they even changed them. I think they added some texturing.
It was like a retexture, and
I've always had some very slight issues with Uncharted graphics too. Like some parts of it just look
weird,
off.
Yeah,
just off, and I can't place it, but it's just weird. Like you said,
it's hard to tell. I mean, it's still great. It still runs.
Oh, it's still
and it's Uncharted, But graphically, I was not. I was expecting more out of Uncharted when they said they're going to remaster it. And I thought they're going to pay more.
Uncharted graphics remind me of is Sniper Elite.
Yeah.
Very similar to Sniper Elite.
Like that bright desert colors, but still a little too vibrant for where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Uncharted 3 plays great, though. I mean, because that was the last one of the series which had the best graphics on the wall. That one looks great on PS4.
Oh, yeah, Sniper Elite came out this year. That one was good.
No. It didn't come out this year.
Was it this year? I thought it was the beginning of this year.
No, that was last year.
I did like Sniper Elite a lot, though. That's
I think the zombie version of it came out this year.
That one is fun.
Yeah. And then again, Microsoft had the Rare Replay.
Oh yeah, the best remaster. Oh yeah, remasters. Which one's the best?
Well, Rare Replay remasters. I still go back and forth though between and Gears of War because I have.
But Rare, I think, is better.
Did they remaster Vegas?
No. Because I think the Rare Replay is the best remaster because $30, 30 games, it's full of nostalgia, and it's got fucking Battletoads.
Keeps up on ponies to rejoice.
Do you have Battletoads?
God, I can't tell you how many times I had to answer that question.
If I can have it, I would tell them I have it, and I'd be like, "Yeah, come on down the store." They're like, "You don't have it." I'd be like, "Love for you to come down to my face and tell me that," and then they would just wouldn't call back because like, what are they gonna do? Come down and be like, "Do you have Battletoads?" I'd be like, "No," and they're like, obviously I know what this kid's face looks like. I would be like, "You're not allowed in the store again. I will call security on you," and hopefully I'll be like, "Hey, yeah," I'll be like, "Yeah, you got a pro card or whatever?" And they pull it up, get their information, call the parents, be like, "Your kid keeps calling my store and prank calling me. I expect you to take care of it." Like that, but so Rare Replay, but and then again, biggest thing that everyone bitched about. What was the number one thing that people bitched about with the next gen consoles when they first came out?
Backwards compatibility.
DRM.
That was before they came out.
Yeah, it was when they came out too. For the
There's
Xbox
no
at
DRM.
least.
Well, that's because there's a lot of stupid people who don't read and know.
But yes, backwards compatibility is still by
that was
far the
Microsoft's
biggest
fault though. They fucked up on their PR.
The dude who was running the division was a fucking idiot. The new guy's absolutely fantastic.
He's great. But again, the biggest thing was bitching about is they couldn't play their PS3 and the Xbox 360 games. Sony came out and said that they're going to do like the Sony exclusive. You can play PS1,
PlayStation
PS2.
now
Has not done that yet.
Well, they have done it, but there's not a lot, and you still have to pay $20.
And you got to pay. It's monthly.
Yeah, it's a monthly subscription. It's
like
Netflix
$20 a
or
month?
Oh, Jesus! So now
Is it
you're not
seriously
only
$20?
paying now you're not paying $55. Now you're paying fucking $75 a fucking month.
Is that?
That's bullshit.
I think it's 20.
Is it $20 a month?
If it's 20, you're basically
even 10.
It's either 20 or 15.
Let's even go lowball. Let's say it's $10 a month. That's $120 a year, though.
That you're also paying on top of your PlayStation Plus.
On top of your PlayStation Plus, which is $50 on the year, which is $170 you're paying to get the old games.
And to play online.
Microsoft, if you have the old game physically, you can do it. If you buy it
as long
digitally,
as it's on the list.
Yeah, the list, which they say is going to grow. And literally...
Yeah, there's already 120 games on it.
And what they said is literally the only way that's preventing them from doing a specific game is because the developer is saying no.
Right.
Yeah.
So now it puts, which is smart by them to say that, because now it puts pressure on the developer by the fans who say, you better effing say yes.
Yeah.
You better do it.
Uh-huh.
Don't run. I don't feel like they run any differently on the Xbox One compared to 360.
I honestly haven't even tried it yet.
I mean, they look the exact same.
They look the exact. They feel the same. They load the same.
And you're using an emulated 360 dashboard too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's basically.
But you can still back out though. You can still back out and go to your original dashboard.
Yeah.
Your Xbox One dashboard. But when you're
it is nice comparatively to the backwards compatibility that was on the 360 because that was fucking garbage.
And there were only like 10 games.
There were only 10 games, but it was absolutely garbage.
But then
again, you had to turn it all the way off.
But they had it.
But backwards compatibility. Let's honestly take a real look at backwards compatibility.
How long is it going to last?
Right, backwards compatibility was a huge thing for PlayStation 1 to PlayStation 2 to PlayStation 3, right?
Yeah.
And then it was a huge thing from Xbox to Xbox 360. How long did it take for backwards compatibility to just be phased out and no one care anymore?
I didn't care anymore once Halo 3 came out, because I only went backwards compatibility to play Halo 2. Only reason why I wanted backwards compatibility, I was like, great, I can play Halo 2. It's the only thing I wanted. I could care less.
And now you don't even need backwards compatibility to do that because you just get the Halo Master Chief glove.
Yeah, and then that's the thing too is like backwards compatibility isn't that big of a deal right now because they're doing something that wasn't being done in 360 until Microsoft did the Halo Anniversary Remade Edition where they updated the graphics, which was bringing back old games, remastering them. As far as I can tell, like a big title.
Yeah, that was like the first major one.
Major title. I mean, there's some old nostalgia.
And it was like indie stuff too.
Yeah.
It was like Christie's Special Adventure remastered, just so they
whatever.
can try and get sales on the 360 or something.
But that's why backwards compatibility BC is not that big of a deal still. Right now is because they're doing so many remasters, Uncharted series remasters and stuff like that. But Microsoft has a 120 game library of really good games, Mass Effects, things like that too. I could literally play right now.
All the Gears of Wars.
Do not have to, right? Which they gave to me digitally, by the way.
Yeah, I got it for free
because I bought the $40 game remaster edition, and it gave me every single Gears of War, including the DLC that came with it, which is awesome.
And I bought Fallout 4. I got Fallout 3.
You got Fallout 3. And
I bought Just Cause. I got Just Cause 2. I bought Rainbow Six Siege. I got Rainbow Six Vegas.
It's not Just Cause. It's Just Cause.
That's what I said.
You said Just Cause. Well,
why not? Why can't it be Just Cause?
No, because you have.
Why are you going to blow up that island? Just Cause?
No, that's the one that's about.
I'm gonna take over that tank with this.
No, you have a just as in.
Why? Just cause?
Do you know what just? What they mean by just?
Yes, like it's a just cause to take the dictator out. But how are you gonna do that? Well, I'm gonna take over this tank with this.
Why?
Spoon.
Just cause.
Just cause.
Just cause 3.
That's why it's just cause. Just cause. It's because it's the same word and you can use it either way.
Just cause.
How are you gonna hang upside down on this airplane while you're shooting RPGs at this tank on the ground?
Just cause.
Just cause.
The Microsoft.
But why are you doing it? Because of a just cause.
I would have to argue the first 2 years, Sony definitely had the ball and was running with it.
Sony won for the first 2 years.
I think they fumbled the ball, and Microsoft is decimated them personally. I think we're going to see a huge shift in the next coming years.
It's going to have to because also
they have to. They're losing.
The Xbox One dropped to $350 and has been selling a ton.
Yeah, now that's why Sony dropped it. Yeah,
because now you can get a PlayStation 4 at $350.
Yeah,
and yet I do think it's funny because when those first price drops came, everyone's like, "Oh, Microsoft's just dropping the price because their consoles aren't selling." It's like, well, okay, maybe their consoles aren't selling as fast as the PS4, but now they price dropped them. They're going to sell faster because of that.
Yeah,
and that's going to make Sony also have to drop their price
to stay competitive.
People are because parents even if it's not a kid, if a kid's like, "Mom, Dad, I want a video game console," the parents are going to go out and go, expensive, less expensive. This one. Take that home.
Oh, what? The kids Call of Duty? It's on both games?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, here.
Oh, wait. This one gets it early? But this one's... yeah, we'll take this.
They don't even know. They don't give a shit.
This one gets it early? Why should I care about that? Why does that matter?
And especially when you're like, wait, they get what early? Map packs. Oh, do you have to buy those? Yeah. Oh, cheaper.
Yeah. Oh,
They don't give a shit. They still end up buying it, but at the moment they're like, I ain't fucking buying it. And then the kid's like, can I have the map pack? And the dad's like,
okay.
Fine. That's the reason why.
What does this M mean on the back of the game? Oh, it means it's for me.
I think this year is a great year to be a gamer. Xbox, PlayStation, and PC-wise. Out of the console war, I think Microsoft didn't slightly win. I think Microsoft drastically won this year. 2015, I think, was Xbox's year for sure. I know a lot of people still like to argue quality, but if you're really going to argue over 3 frame rate drops, then fuck you. My PC eats your you can't really. The highest your eyes can see is 60. Yeah. That's the quality. I mean, it's not. What is it, like 50-ish or whatever? Like you can see. What is it at then? 60 frames per second makes a difference. Just so you know, it does.
It does make a difference, but your eyes don't see it 60.
Yeah, well, it's whatever it is. It's still fluid, but past 60, you still really won't see any difference after that. But even still, my PC, if they're really going to argue what's better than PC.
My main argument for frame rate, PC is always going to have more, right?
PC is the best.
But
my PC.
How many of all of you people who fucking bitch and complain like watching movies? Do you like watching movies?
Yes.
Do you love movies?
Yes.
Do you like the way they look?
Good enough. I mean, I don't.
Do you like movies?
Overall.
Do you like the way they look?
Yep.
24.6 goddamn frames a second.
Yeah, I mean,
that is what film is shot at.
Except for IMAX.
What's that shot at?
No, IMAX is depending on what it is.
Well, something like the super high quality IMAX films are filmed a hell of a lot faster than that.
4K.
Well, that's resolution-wise.
No, but I'm saying frames-wise, they're filmed faster.
I mean, frame rate is based upon, in film, you can get a faster frame rate so that, granted, it might look smoother, but you're not going to have the film look. Your eyes are going to see it as
I think
it looks unnatural because there's, like, no gap or lag.
Yeah.
But higher the frame rate is so you can slow it down. Film, 24 point... I'm pretty sure it's 0.6. I could be wrong. I haven't looked it up in a while. But it's 24 frames a second. Gives you the look of film.
Frame rate still matters to me. I still like 60 FPS over 30.
I don't care. I don't care. If you could
except for The Last of Us.
Look at this.
Oh, dude. I had to play that game at 30 FPS. I could not handle 60 FPS The Last of Us on PS4. It's just like, oh, God.
So,
oh, God.
If you could play The Witcher, but it only came at 30 frames a second, would you bitch and complain?
Not really. I just like, I bet it would look
so
cool.
It's not about the frame rate. It's about the game.
No, I would not drop my rating at all about the game from the frames per second at all.
Right.
Well, because that's not what determines the game.
No.
Yeah. But even still,
were you bitching and complaining playing Mario that it wasn't at a higher frame rate?
No, it's fucking old. He is
right.
It's old back then. I mean,
graphic
average person playing Mario did not understand what frame rate was.
But now,
yes.
On the Wii U, the Wii U. How many times do those dogs go to the bathroom?
What?
I think
feel like you guys just let them out.
Yeah, it's like every hour.
Jesus.
Oh, why is there water down?
Yeah.
Okay. I think sum up 2015, great year to be a gamer.
Great year.
Great year. I think
best year to be a Microsoft
and I think it's probably just going to get better next year too.
Yeah. No, it'd be interesting to see who tries that once. Now it's Microsoft. Now it's in 2016. Oh, we got to talk about 2016. Game you're most excited for in 2016.
Well, hang on. We need to give a little bit of a gap so I can cut it.
Yeah, we need a gap.
And 2000.
Gap this.
So 2015. A great year.
This guy.
A great year to be a gamer. A great year to be a console gamer and PC gamer. We feel like Microsoft might have won out this year.
Yeah, great year definitely. If you only have an Xbox One, it's a great year for you. If you have everything,
it's still a fantastic year.
It's great.
Now for 2016, next year, we already know a bunch of the games that are... Well, not a bunch, but quite a few games that are coming out.
2 games I'm really excited for.
And we're going to figure out which ones we want.
Matt, what game are you looking forward
to? Top 3 that you want out of next year.
Oh, jeez, top 3.
So although top 3 and top 3, they'll look like shit.
Top 3?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go with the 1. I mean,
That's
I'm really
fine,
excited for the Division. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with it.
I think Microsoft has some exclusive stuff with that too. So again, Microsoft's got an early jump.
Microsoft is definitely
but it depends on exclusive to where I give a shit. Like, is it like an exclusive?
Right,
like,
hey, you get a tactical coyote looking.
You get a camo where it looks like it's from a forest.
And you're in the city.
It's like whatever. I could care less about that.
Yeah.
But they're supposed to get exclusive stuff. We'll see if it's something Microsoft stepped up on.
I think it's going to have something to do with Smart Glass.
That's just something they're dropping the ball on. Smart Glass could be so good, and I feel like they drop it.
I think the Division is what it's going to be, because in the trailer it showed you could pilot the drone from your Smart Glass.
You can call on me
on a bus, driving around, and you can pilot and do the drone.
Right, for your friends, which will take up like 400 data. Hey, drive this around. Start floating at data limit hit. It just reset today.
Oh, shit. That's why you
State overage. Oh!
Turn off background.
So, T-Mobile, get data overages or charged.
Oh, shut up. You better delete that. I will thumbs down my own video if that's mentioned. You better edit the shit out of that. So yours is Division. What about you, Cass?
So my top 3.
Oh, you got 3.
You can't just
Guy,
go with one.
No, I got 3 because I really want the Division. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Quantum Break.
Nah, I'm not gonna have high hopes for it.
I really want Quantum Break to be good because it's got an amazing.
That's your falling point.
It's got
because I'm
You're
just waiting
so
for it to see how it goes.
No,
because okay, what other game were we all looking forward to so much on year 1 of Xbox?
The original or the Xbox One?
Xbox One. Watch Dogs.
Oh,
Watch Dogs was supposed to be amazing. They showed it like all the Quantum Break trailers, like, oh, look at all this, blah, 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 and you're like, oh, God, Watch Dogs. Do you know anybody who plays Watch Dogs still?
Still? No.
Yeah. I don't play it.
I liked it, but it was not as good as I wanted.
I baited and traded it.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't want to overhype. I mean, this last year of gaming has been really great for gaming, but there's been a lot of overhyping for certain games. And I really don't want to fall into that.
Yeah,
Evolve.
Battlefront.
Battlefront was what you should have expected.
If you played the beta. If you didn't play the beta, you probably got overhyped. If you didn't play it, you got overhyped.
You got overhyped. And you still
but pretty much everyone who bought it for one reason. Star Wars. And if you bought it for Star Wars, you're not disappointed.
Actually, I've heard separate contrary to that. I've heard a lot of Star Wars fans are fairly disappointed with it.
I'm not disappointed.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But anyways, Quantum Break, it looks really good. I want it to be good. Apparently...
neutral.
Apparently the ending and certain cutscenes have been filmed. They're all filmed, and they all have variances based off how you've played the story.
It's like a choose-your-own-adventure movie.
Pretty much. And my last one is the new, not the Division, the other Tom Clancy game.
Oh, the Ghost Recon one where you fight drug lords.
Yep.
That looks fun.
I haven't even seen that one yet.
You haven't? It's supposed to be open world. Check it out.
Open world, drug cartels, different countries. You can play it kind of like...
You can literally choose which drug guys you want to take down first, too. It's like, you just even like...
Or you can even like set it up to where you tail someone to lead to someone else, or you can interrogate him or like rush in and capture him.
Yeah, and the gameplay looks a lot more smooth. To be honest, though, Ghost Recons have always been smoother than Rainbow Sixes, and they're different studios that work on them, so hopefully this one plays a little bit smoother.
Well, they're both by Ubisoft.
2 games! I will just do 2, because I can't help it. Original was The Division, still number 1, been waiting on the game forever. It gets me a little tingly in my little area when I think about The Division and how beautiful the game's going to look and how awesome the potential behind that game is. I just hope it's not going to be like a specific game where it was a 3-person thing that got overhyped. Then you play it and it promised so much.
Did you
and then
ever
there's
actually
nothing.
hear about that whole idea behind that?
What?
There was originally supposed to be 4 subclasses.
There's supposed to be
and that there was
4.
also supposed to be a 6-person team.
Yep.
Yeah, and everything.
Yep. But we're getting close about it, so we're going to drop the ball.
I know.
I just want to tie it in, though. And just because we mentioned before last time, just last video. Remember what we talked about that we said that they originally said that they're going to do? Racing. Guess what's in it now? Racing. And everyone's like, oh, because everyone was asking for it, we put it in there. No, y'all motherfuckers had that. They fucking had the coding for it, and they couldn't put it out in time. That's why it's free. They're like, oh, we have free DLC. You don't have to pay for it. It's because it's shit that they've already had. No one's ever done that before.
Also, the microtransactions, I'm not totally in disagreement with them because they really don't improve your gameplay at all. Like, if you don't have the new emotes, you're not losing
Okay, this is a tangent.
That's you.
No, that's both of you. Because you got angry. Come on.
Yeah, alright, it's a tangent. But I'm going to straight up and say, I'm on your shit, Bungie. And I'm not...
Yeah, the camera's right there.
I'm not fucking falling for it.
You were just looking at your
Anyways.
Free shit.
Anyways, this new
free DLC
Eververse trading stuff
it's
is
crap
garbage.
that y'all did already. You didn't finish it, and then people are begging for it, and they're not doing new content until September, which means that you're going to use crap that you already had DLC for.
It's more than a shot.
Just give it to me. I'm doing the rant. He doesn't count. Y'all doing crap. You're not going to have a new stuff until September. I mean, you're recycling stuff you could not put in time into Destiny.
You take it.
Put it in between during that time period, so it feels like it's a new game.
Too, because basically he's rented for the entire fucking group.
Dumb.
So just take it.
Oh, it's his. You take it then.
No, you're getting one too.
Just give me the bottle.
After Kaz pours his, it'll pretty much be...
No, you didn't say anything, though.
You ranted for all of us, goddammit.
I do that a lot.
But
I still play Destiny, but I'm not falling for it. Right? Still play it. Still bitch about it. Why? Because I'm a gamer.
Yeah.
But I'm not falling for it.
I'll still go back to Destiny like the poor little crack whore that I am. So, it happens. God, that hunter. I need my hunter.
320 gear guaranteed for the challenge match.
Gear.
Guess what? I'm streaming tonight. Destiny. And then all my viewers see videos. I'm like, fuck that guy. So it's Division number 1. That game better exceed it. Number 2 game, though, and y'all motherfuckers better buy it. I'm buying it twice when it comes out, is Overwatch. The best multiplayer shooter I've ever had. So much fun in my entire life was that game. That game is so good.
Even better than Team Fortress?
Better than Team Fortress.
Really?
So good. It's because, like, the only problem in Team Fortress is, like, the maps weren't very good. Some of them were good, some of them weren't. Some of this stuff and everything, I will drink it.
No,
Trust, this is some good stuff.
Is that it?
There's way more.
There's a little bit left.
I feel like you saw the same characters over and over and over again. The
Yeah.
same classes in Team Fortress. I rarely see the same stuff. And if you do, everybody's upset that you're the same person. And then they're like, you can see just the chat bar. You bet so-and-so, switch classes, switch to this. And if they don't, they get so mad at you. They'll
Because it's all about, like, what is it?
team-based.
Yeah, it's matching and complementing each other's classes.
Yes, and that's awesome. And the thing about it too, guys, for those of you who are scared, you're like, why would I, like, I don't want to do that. I'm going to get stuck with people who do it. Then don't get it on console, get it on your PC, because the people are going to play that on the PC. The one thing PC shooter gamers have over any other gamers, on PC, they play the objective. They play what you're supposed to do. They play to complement each other because they play to win, not the individual. If you play the individual, who gives a shit? You can do so well, but if you lose, you're not happy, right?
I can definitely agree with that, yeah.
It's the most fun. Classes are all different. They have all special powers. I've never had so much fun playing a game in a long time with a shooter where I'm legitimately enjoying myself over and over and over again.
We should just be like, oh, Destiny this and Destiny that and Destiny this and
We
Destiny
should.
that.
I'm just saying, I'm not falling for it.
Well,
Think
the
about
fucking horns. I mean, emotes, kind of cool.
The mods are
Like,
kind of cool.
I love the slow clap.
Right.
I bought the slow clap. I will admit fault to that.
You
Because
bought money, you paid him money? Oh.
I paid the one.
$0 and got into
Yeah,
it.
just because it was funny.
I got Destiny for $15.
Oh, I heard it again.
Damn it. He came in! Shit! Ah! You tricked me!
This looks like some of the stronger stuff, too.
Oh, God.
God. Damn it.
Good luck.
This will make me stop talking
And
about it.
now we've switched to the Colonel.
Ooh, small batch, huh? Ooh, 100 proof, 50%.
100 proof? Did you just say 100 proof?
Yeah, here we go. Look at that. 100 proof, 50%.
This is some good shit.
Straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey.
And I heard you, too, when I was coming down the stairs.
No, you didn't.
And
You didn't hear shit. It was all me.
It smells like Stranahan's.
it does, but it's better.
I don't doubt it. Stranahan's still pretty good stuff, though. It's
This
good
is-
light.
This is gonna immediately make me stop talking about it.
That's the point. We switched from the good stuff, where it didn't matter if we talked about it.
Anyways, Overwatch, top shooter. Guys get it. Definitely look into it. Definitely pre-order it. I played the beta as long as I could. It's a solid game. Some of the most fun I've ever had in my entire life.
Sorry if I'm
Team-based.
wrong. Is there a gorilla in it?
Yes, there is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
And it's awesome.
The trailer for the game looks like a Pixar movie.
The face was gold.
I'm a
So
man. How much you pay on that emote?
Sounds like someone's still ranting.
I'm just...
You want another one?
No, I'm not ranting. No, don't reach for it. I think it's coming back up.
Oh, jeez.
You're the one who poured that much.
It's just burning.
Okay, no, it's good. I'm just burning. I know.
It's like it's just fire. That's all.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's really about it. 2016 Overwatch Division, best games of the year already.
Overwatch Division, that other one.
You're gonna be so disappointed with that game. It's gonna be so funny. He's gonna like the first thing he does after like 5 minutes of playing it, he's immediately gonna look for his My Chemical Romance album, or like.
Do you have a My Chemical Romance album?
Bullet for My Valentine.
I might have.
Tears fall down.
It might be on my computer somewhere.
Conscious fall.
All right. Now, games for next year that you think are not going to be good.
The new Call of Duty by Infinity Ward. It's going to be horse shit.
Yep.
What's the new one?
It doesn't matter. It's just going to be horse shit. It's Infinity Ward. Ghost was horrible. Advanced Warfighter was horrible, even though it wasn't them. It was like their second grader. Sorry, I keep getting... Yeah. Advanced Warfare was crap, and Ghost was crap. Like, the Call of Duty is not going to be fun for another 3 years. Treyarch... I mean, they've had an extra year to work on it, but I think if Ghosts... I think if Infinity War was smart, they would drop Ghosts, they would come up with a new title, and they would drop the jetpack crap. I do like the jetpacks, but I don't think they need to do it for their game. If they're going to make a completely different game... and again, their whole thing was modern warfare. I think they should do a legitimate, and Advanced Warfare was like, this is what it's gonna be like in the future, and then Black Ops and Black Ops 3 is just like, they're just like, but it's the most fun. But like, what they ought to do, Modern Warfare, is do what's happening right now. If they could focus and make it
like
Call of Duty,
attempt to be Battlefield.
Yes, minus the Battlefield stuff.
Minus
just make a Call of Duty
and stuff like
minus
that.
vehicles and stuff like that. Just make a Call of Duty, but modern. Add more. If they did what they should do, is do a high. What I would do, they're like, what can we do? I'm like, well, let's drop it. Let's make it like the old Call of Duties, except for let's make weapon customization massive. Let's do things
like Fallout massive.
Yeah, well, like I'm talking like from the stocks to the barrels. To the grips, everything on it, and let's let them have. Let's do attachment galore. Let's not limit the attachments.
I want to be able to put a shark head on my lower receiver,
right?
Which you can do, and they look amazing.
Which my fan. But I would do that. But let's do it where like you can make your weapon yours.
Mm. Well, in Black Ops,
it feels like yours, and then you have the perks and everything else. But I feel like
couldn't you in Black Ops 2, like your player emblem logo was actually on your gun?
Yeah, they do that.
And then if you pick it up...
on Battlefield, too.
Then when you get killed by a 12-year-old kid, you just see boobs on his. You're like, oh, congratulations.
Penis or something.
You're so funny. I report those people all the time. And so I used to write their gamer tags down.
Troll.
And go find them and see that their emblem was force changed. Because I would just be like, do it. And now that I have a stream now of having enough people watching, I'm like, let's report this guy. And then you just see like that. And
yes, do it. Do it. I'll pay you money. Just do it.
Just do it, right? And then you just see them like get like their banned. But if I was an Infinity Ward, I would legitimately do focus on heavy weapon customization. Let's do things from the triggers to the stocks to like how just honestly, make the weapons yours.
Forget camo, like not gun camos, but forget like personal camos. Forget hats and sunglasses and boots. And
who needs Snoop Dogg
narrating? Because half the time, am I right? Do you ever see the other person's actual visual customizations until after they kill you?
You don't.
Then it's pointless. I don't give a shit because half the time it's like, oh hey, you want to skip this? Yeah, skip. I don't watch it. I don't watch the people run away from me. It's like, no, fuck that.
Now,
I want my weapon to be what I want my weapon to be.
Yeah, you pick up someone else's weapon and you're like, oh, this looks
kind of cool. This is a really cool attachment setup. I'd love to have this, and then you strive to do that.
I think it'd be kind of fun to do that. Like you sit there and really focus on a weapon attachment, do lots of small stuff on it. So again, like you see, because they have long barrels added on, but do 3 different sizes of barrels for specific reasons. Add different types of suppressors. Add different types of stocks. Maybe this one does faster, right? But it causes your gun to be right. So it's a shorter stock, so you're able to move quicker. But again, your gun kicks more. Things like that too. You can do in between stocks, so you can get that quicker momentum. But
you can have a rifle, but super short, so you can use it one-handed. But it's like fucking up here.
No, that's too much. I'm talking mod. Is it?
Yes, you can go to a gun store right now.
Sporterizing your rifle.
Get a 5.56. But it's considered a pistol because it's got a grip, no stock, and a 6-inch barrel.
Why don't they do that? It'd be kind of fun.
Because then you would shoot it and it would literally like kick, but you would have to hold it like this. But you could do like just something like that.
Yeah, I feel like if they did more weapon, I would modernize it and do a lot of weapon customizations.
And make the weapon customizations actually really matter.
Yeah.
Like Battlefield is cool,
Battlefield, yeah.
But not all those ones in Battlefield really matter all
Scopes
that
matter.
much. Scopes matter.
Scopes matter.
Lasers doesn't matter.
Lasers,
suppressors matter.
Yeah.
Because it changes your damage output in your
But like
recoil.
flash hiders and
Flash hiders matter though. If you're on a night map.
Even on that, have you played the new night maps?
No, I haven't.
Flash hiders are still bullshit.
Basically,
every night map explained in Battlefield. Ready? Flare, thermal, suppressor.
Yep.
That's it. Every
and flashbangs.
Nope. No flashbangs even. Those actually, it's flares now. Because flares burn longer and they blind any thermal.
Yeah, flares are brightest.
Flashbangs make you blind for a couple seconds. Oh god. Turn around
if you
the wall,
use
whatever.
a flare, or not a flare, but a flashbang, and you have nods on,
it doesn't do that in Battlefield.
It burns your eyes out.
Well, we're alive.
Do you know how many people would complain though if they actually did that in Battlefield? Oh god, I'm blind for the rest of the game.
That'd be funny.
Well,
just where am I going? Just you see like 5 guys bouncing into walls.
Well, not just get it to where
you know what would happen. Everyone would be like, "Boop, suicide, redeploy."
Yeah.
No, it would be like this. Just get it to where you would use a flash. They have their nods on, and then their nods go like, and then you see their character like look at them and they're sparking and just take them off.
Yeah.
That would make more sense. Like you fried their nods. Now they can't use them the rest of the game until they respawn.
Right. Except Battlefield doesn't have nods.
Okay, so then they can't use their weapon scope, and they're just like they look at it and just take it off, and now you're on irons.
Yeah. Truthfully, it's actually easier to use.
Or then you just make it.
The flares are so overabundant. I'm a flare whore personally.
I like flares too.
I'm just like I'm gonna stand on top of the building and just chuck flares into here.
It's freaking hilarious.
And then you can go stand right in the middle of the flares, and everyone doesn't see you because they're blind, and you're just like.
I can see you. I think that's really it then for games.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you think the new Call of Duty's not going to do well?
No.
Which one do you think?
But there's so many other games I haven't heard yet. So.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up for this game, but at the same time, reading about some people's reviews on what was that, Silent Rain or whatever on the PlayStation?
What, the new Heavy Rain sequel?
Heavy Rain.
Oh.
The original Heavy Rain, people were a little bit disappointed with it just in the way that it was a very static story. And I feel like your game that you're looking forward to might be that. Static story.
I don't think so.
Cool.
That's what I think.
I am not excited one bit about goddamn Far Cry Primal.
I don't think the game's going to do terribly, but I'm not going to buy it.
I don't fucking care, to be honest. I've seen the videos. I've seen people playing it. Cool. You know what fucking bugs me about it too?
What?
There's fucking honey badgers in it.
Yeah.
This is like Neanderthal shit, apparently, and saber-tooth tigers and shit. I don't think fucking honey badgers were, like, technically honey badgers back then. It is literally the Far Cry 4 honey badger in Far Cry Primal. The exact goddamn thing.
That's like a bigger version of it.
That's the thing is, I think they took one of the most annoying AI elements from Far Cry 4 and went, man, let's fuck with them, and threw them in that game.
But even then, it's
because
like...
I can only imagine now, you don't have a gun.
I want to find...
So now, you're running around with freaking honey badgers like, I'm going to eat your ass. You're going, dog, attack it. And it's like, I'm going to kill your dog.
But you can...
Have a great day.
You can befriend the honey badgers and make them
know it's
your
going to
companion.
happen.
And...
Sabretooth, go eat the honey badger. The honey badger ate your Sabretooth.
Wins.
Oh, crap!
What the hell?
You were riding a mammoth and a honey badger ate its arm, or ate its freaking leg.
I hope there's an Easter egg, and I want to find
Aliens?
somebody with a gun. No.
Aliens?
Fuck aliens. No. I want the, like, time travel. Like, you go into a cave, and there's somebody there with a gun, and then you can kill him and take his gun and use it in Far Cry Primal. I think would be hilarious. Just like just an M16. An AK.
Why don't we go big? Just an M60.
A RPG. Go up to a mammoth. Go.
I want to train that.
But no,
I was not supposed to do that.
And like capturing locations and stuff.
If you're planning on playing Far Cry Primal, I have the game for you to replace that game easily.
Is it the PC one?
Ark
Survival.
Yep.
Because you
coming
can
out.
get guns, you can get Robosauruses, You can get dinosaurs. You can
like,
get mammoths. You can do everything.
You can build bases.
Yeah, you can build bases with generators and lights.
You can play with friends.
You can go with your friends. I can leave you gifts. I can go take care of your dinosaurs.
You can also Stockholm Syndrome people. Did you see that?
What?
You never saw that story?
No.
Some guy was being a massive dick online, so they put him out with a trank arrow, and they built him a little tiny cage. And they made a hole in the bottom so his shit could fall out. And the thing with the game is, if you're not dead, you can't just log out and get away. So they would trank him and force feed him to keep him alive, and they did it for like 12 and a half hours. He was stuck in a box. Didn't matter if he logged off and went to sleep, logged back on, he was still in his little prison cell with people force feeding him. You want karma. That is the ultimate karma. Yeah, we're going to keep you in a fucking box for 12 hours. Have a great
day. That's pretty hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, and like for taking over bases, like in 4, you would assault it, you would kill everyone, you would like disable stuff, and then it would be captured. In this one,
if you're not excited, why are we still talking about it?
Because I'm saying why I'm not excited.
It's like what he watches.
You light a bonfire.
To do what?
Take over the location.
What else is something like that?
I just gotta say that thing.
Oh wait, that's right. Just Cause 3. Raise the flag!
Yeah, but then you have to disable alarms. You got to take out the police station. Yes. You got to destroy statues.
But it is kind of funny that it's like, oh, you want to conquer this area? You raised the flag, yay!
Yeah.
I need to stand up.
You guys want to take a break?
Oh, my legs are fucking asleep.
No, because I gotta hurry up so I can get done. So we gotta do the controller comparison real quick. So I gotta hurry up and go home because I gotta stream. It's almost 8.
It is almost 8.
Kind of, yeah. All right. Let's sit back down.
I know, it's just hanging out. My ass is itchy. Oh, punch it, wake it up. Wake up, ass. Alright.
So that is 2016.
Merry Christmas.
You dirty, filthy animal.
You filthy animal.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out our last Let's Talk of 2015. We went over quite a few things in this one. We went over Game of the Year, Console of the Year, and our recap of what we were talking about from our last Let's Talk, as well as our favorite predictions, well, not really predictions, but our hopes for 2016 and the titles that are coming out that aren't really too excited for each of us. But 2015 in a whole for the channel, I will say this, has been a bit sporadic. Hasn't been a lot of content being released. We've been trying to do Let's Talks whenever we can, trying to accommodate between work schedules and with vacation, with the holiday season coming up. It's been a little challenging, needless to say, but we have been trying to get a little bit better. Let's Plays and all of that also have been sporadic, if any. There haven't been too many. I know I've done a couple of actual real playthroughs. Actually, I think there was only one that I did all the way through, but that will definitely be addressed and fixed. There is going to definitely be a lot more content coming your guys' way, because as you can probably notice, there is also some new equipment being used for the channel, which is definitely going to open up a lot of possibilities. We're going to definitely be doing some more professional, I guess you could say, esque Let's Talks. There's not going to be this weird camera upscaling, downscaling things for OBS to work and all that kind of stuff. The white balance flipping out and making people shiny and shit. So that's definitely going to be fixed. You're definitely going to be seeing some more high quality content coming at you guys. And overall for 2016, we're just definitely looking to get you guys engaged. Help us out, give us some ideas, send us some stuff. You can follow all of us pretty much on Twitter. We've also got our Twitch streams. You can follow me or you can follow Joe. Our links will be in the description below. As well as we're definitely just looking for more content. Give us some topics to talk about. You know, let us let you be part of this experience. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you do want to follow and check out that Scuff vs. Elite controller video that we were talking about in the video, it is in the link below. You can always check it out there. And as always, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We're looking forward to 2016 with you guys.